Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Desynced. Not so secrets. No, this is vanilla. One day. When we last left off, we had finished up, for the most part, the copycat project, for lack of better terms. And it is done. I did make a few minor tweaks because I was just collecting all the stuff to go back to Grim's place, but added some mossy cobblestone there, pulled the stone. I might put that with some mossy. We'll deal with that later. Got that line out, and for the most part just kind of clean this all up. We can go home to one of our many homes. And with that, we can finally sort of say goodbye to this place. I mean, Spawn will always be our home. It will always be here for us. But for now, it is time to say goodbye. That does look cool. Now it does kind of look cool. You just kind of come out, and you can kind of see. If I get a little platform out here, I could definitely do something with that. Why am I carrying stairs? But what's left in there is like the grass blocks that are still growing and chest. For all intents and purposes, it is done. It is done. We can kind of see if I can acquire any more inspiration. Of the... Oh yeah, this. Shh. There we go. See if we can't acquire a bit more inspiration at Grim's Pirate Cove. There might be something, there might not be. We did get a lot of cobblestone back at spawn, so maybe we'll kind of continue trying to connect up these tunnels, because I know this is an incomplete network, just kind of haphazardly put together. So depending on if I can find inspiration or not, we might end up just finishing tunnels with what rocks we got around. And I don't really mind doing that. It's just time consuming. All this glowstone will be harvested when it actually is worthwhile to harvest. I promise. Yeah, we got more rocks in here. Some iron, it looks like. I'll take that with me. Iron is precious. I think all the iron all the buckets we have over there are just the iron we mined out of the crevice. I think. Yeah, this entire section is still undone. So we can kind of get to the Pirate Cove and spawn just fine, but then we gotta fight our way out of my way. Build that terrain. Almost at a bridge. Let's check our resource supply here. I know this is all netherrack. Plenty more rocks. Oh yeah, we are filthy rich over here. Absolutely filthy. Let's put the gold away. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty well for ourselves out here. I see all this and I'm like, I'm not poor anymore. Alright. Let's see what we can do up here. Maybe nothing. Perhaps one of the final things we'll do is attempt to make a proper tree farm. One that actually works. It doesn't require me to grow an orchard. A really ugly orchard, but an orchard nonetheless. More mossy cobble, more stone, more gravel. Can't say I don't have wool. It's just everywhere. Oh, I got more bricks over here. Alright, that's good. That looks kind of ugly. And... okay, this is all chill. This is all kind of... not really much I can do with this. Because I know I'm out of space up here. And I know I put that further down than it needed to be because I ran out of actual lifting space. What's over here? Is it just dirt or is it something I can do? This is all dirt. Okay. I could build a second ship here. Not sure. Not really. Nothing here is really speaking to me. Bah. You can still order a house. You can still get one. This lovely abode is yours for the low, low price of a minimum wage worker's soul. There's this fancy thing. I never did figure out what to do with this. Also, this small section. Ran out of space out here. Well, what's back here? I know this was the forge, right? Okay. Doesn't seem... is that a hole? Huh. Maybe there isn't much to do over here. It appears that the tree farm is what will be being made. Because I got nothing. It was a little dark for that. So let's do some minimal. Yeah. Yeah, it looks cool. Just gonna monitor that for a little bit. You know, can't be too careful. There's no silver. Not much I can put back here either, unless I really wanted to give this a side door. There's not much to put over there. This is a blacksmith. Okay, well, we have our new task. It will mostly likely be made out of mossy. Where's the wool? Am I just blind? I am blind. Give me that extra stone pick. Alright. First order of business, we're going to set up a chest down there, and we're going to harvest all this. We were constantly running out of, oh, we already have a chest down here. But it's empty. Alright. How bad is this rat's nest of a forest? Looking bad. Looking really, really bad. Oh, God. Okay, well, gotta start somewhere, I guess. A log. I guess they're all a bit lower. I'm trying to resist the urge to burn this all down. Because this is a lot of good lumber. Any sapling I find, I'm gonna pick back up if I can reach it. I don't need any more trees growing where I'm trying to tear this apart. Back. Very laggy out here. Damn! Even old Minecraft is not having a good time. I guess the best course of action might just be to knock down as many stems as we can and then just climb to the canopy. I'm not sure how else the best way to take this down would be. This is just a mess. What was I thinking 2 months ago? This is awful. God, what was I thinking? So, nothing really new on the Iran front, I guess. Right now it's just currently tit for tat. But what is interesting is the almost 30 plus tankers that have decided to leave the US and head towards Europe. Now, I'm not sure about you, but that sounds like a sign that something is being monitored and they don't like it and they've sent some assets to deal with that. I need light. I can't see. I want to see. I promise, officer. I'm blind. So right now I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the refueling tankers all leaving. But Israel does use a lot of American technology. So it's not surprising that... It would not be surprising if they used the American assets to keep going. Because there was also German fuel tankers. Also... There was also some British tankers. Those were all in Cyprus already. So, with that in mind, it really shouldn't be too surprising that we're seeing all this movement. Shuffling of assets, though. That is always a... just trying to think of why they would need tankers. Are they literally going to try and fly into Iran? That's psychotic. I mean, I guess it wouldn't surprise me. They've done dumber. The United States hasn't really fought an adversary recently that had an air force comparable. And every fight in the last 20 years, they've had like complete air dominance. No matter what they did, it's like, oh boy. So. Considering Iran has a potential air force. I say potential because I'm entirely unsure if it even exists. Yeah, they have the old F6. I think it's the F-14? I forget. It was before the coup d'etat. They inherited a lot of American equipment from their coup and kept that maintained and make copycat parts. Which leaves the question of how well is it maintained, and they've tried to get their stuff. They don't have fifth generation. If people remember the Sukhoi 30 time, I don't think there was a deal vaguely recently, like 2 years ago, where they ordered some jets and then didn't get them. Or they still haven't gotten them. One of the two has happened. That in consideration, their Air Force quality is very questionable. Their drone tech is fantastic. But can their drone tech actually, counter the proper Air Force is yet to be seen. I don't think the drones can really compensate for the lack of fighter jets. I really don't. Maybe drones can carry the missiles that can take them out, but still, you need neat assets, and I'm not sure what they are capable of. I do truly believe they are nuclear power, though. So, that, they could strap some spicy boys on some missiles and fire it at some aircraft and see how that goes. That may be their best option if they truly have to fight without an air force, is to you don't target lock them. I don't think. You use a slightly bigger nuclear variation, and then you just use the shockwave itself. You don't need to hit the damn thing. You use the shockwave and detonate, which, in theory, if you're near enough, could rip off the wings. I don't know the actual ratio off the top of my head. How close you have to be to rip your wings off. That also would be a very expensive waste of a nuclear asset that is probably in limited supply. So it's also probably not a good move either, unless they were really desperate. Because, really, if you have a nuclear asset like that, you don't go for that. You go for the bases. Because it doesn't matter if you don't have an air force. It matters if they can land. If you don't have a base to actually fight, they can't do anything. They have to go home. So maybe there's something I'm missing. I'm not sure what I would be missing, but there's probably something. I've tried my best to be like a analyst, but I don't even come close. I can war game, but beyond that, I am absolutely dog at Bayesian theory. One of the most important theories you can ever try and learn. Because it's what the CIA uses for prediction to an extent. If you can predict your enemy's moves, that's fantastic. And they've been using it since like the 70s, so while I'd like to be good at that, it is a very difficult thing to truly wrap your head around. It's basically like trying to be a living language learning module. You quite literally have to just be on your A game. And know everything. Everything. Like you're trying to find these trees. If you can't miss a tree bit, it's not gonna come down. No matter how hard you try. Maybe someday I'll get it. It'll click in my head just how that game kind of theory works. I'm not holding out hope on that one. I gotta be realistic with my skills. My skills are not the be-all end-all. I just... Whoa, 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 where'd you come from? I just try and surround myself with intelligent people so that I can kind of breakdown information, I guess. That's why I like Cerno and Kulak. They are some of the brightest minds I have found on the internet. And they are truly wonderful people. Or at least interesting people. Max. Barely even scratched the surface of this damn tree. Oh god. Alright, well, in any case, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and we will see you all on the next episode of Minecraft Desynced Vanilla Edition. Bye-bye!